10 miles due east of the U.S. Capitol Building at Northwest Stadium in Landover. Tonight, a good one straight ahead. It's the Denver Broncos and the Washington Commanders.
For Washington.
Welcome, it's Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson and Matt Gay going to kick things off. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He's across the 20, taking down just shy of the 25. So the Broncos come out, and Greg, they are led by their QB of the future. Found their guy with the 6th quarterback selection in the 2024 draft. Second season now for Bo Nix.
Well, it didn't take long for Bo Nix to establish himself as a bona fide starter in this league, winning the position with the Broncos as a rookie. He has all the intangibles, but really what sticks out the most, Mike, is the amount of starts he made in college. It's kind of similar to Brock Purdy. Very experienced at the college level. Let's see how that carries over here to the NFL level.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Now the former Ohio State Buckeye, here's J.K. Dobbins. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Open man, downfield, it's Franklin. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A big-time play for the Broncos. And even 30 yards.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
A 1st down throw for Nix. And he's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the Commanders come up with the takeaway.
And that's just got to be a really deflating way to start this game, Mike. I mean, you work on this opening script all week long with the expectation that you're going to start fast, and then you come out early, careless with the ball, they knock it loose and create the early takeaway.
So here come the Commanders, and they are led by the Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2024. Greg, it was such a good rookie campaign for Jaden Daniels out of LSU.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
46-yard line.
Ready! Panther 60! Panther 60! Ready?
On 1st and 10, here's Daniels.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Ready!
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. So, we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. What will the 2nd quarter have in store? And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Commanders with the football to begin the 2nd quarter. It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. as we are ready to get back underway. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they wind up getting 13 on fourth down.
14 yards. That's good for a Washington Commanders. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
I like the call to keep the offense on the line. From this distance, a field goal is no sure thing, and that's a great job by the quarterback, recognizing the situation. Nobody's open, take off, become a runner, extend the drive, pick up the first down.
And he'll get about 5.
Alex Singleton on the
From the
tackle.
20, here's second down and 4.
Brings up second and 4.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
That's another Washington Commanders first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Throwing is Daniels. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
Alex Singleton on the
2 minutes to play. Still searching for our first points of the half.
Second and 3.
We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this.
On the set.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Come on.
Handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Shakori Krasky-Merritt. Touchdown, Commanders. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Commanders will take a 7-0 lead.
Commanders 7, Broncos nothing. Matt Gay to kick off for Washington.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. Now an opening past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The Broncos offense and their running back set to go once more. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. From the shotgun, here's Nick. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Dorrance Armstrong. He's in for the sack. It's going to be a loss of 8 to begin the drive. On second down, it's Nix. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
A gain of 26 yards. And the Broncos first down.
To throw is Nix. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to this second down play.
Second down.
Here's Nix to throw. The blitz gets there, and he lost the football. The Commanders come up with it. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery, and a great return for the touchdown. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
The extra point by Gay is good. And the Commanders move out on top, 14-0.
Broncos nothing. Matt Gay to kick off for Washington.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. On the return, here's Mims. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Broncos offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second. And they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll throw. It's Nix. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And that one's just too long to get going. They'll come up, stop him before the lineman could get out to lead the way.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. That's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. They're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
A gain of 26 yards. And the Broncos first down.
Nix now to throw it here on 1st down. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Incomplete.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue.
That's going to be intercepted. Into space. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. And they extend the lead. The defense joining the party. A pick 6 for a touchdown. Greg, they are extending this lead out.
Yeah, now you've just seen both sides just make their impact felt here in the first half. The offense has done their part, and now it's the defense that is able to capitalize on the turnover and take it all the way back for the pick 6.
Now Gay for the extra point. And the kick is good. So what a finish to this first half as they extend the lead.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hanson with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you, my friend. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of this second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Deebo Samuel going to get a chance to return it. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Commanders offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter.
Ready?
1st and 10 now from the 36.
Ready, ready. Ready, ready.
Daniels now going to look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Texas. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
And these are the types of plays they envisioned when they invested a first-round pick on this defensive back just a few months ago. I mean, he's entered the league, Mike, with a reputation for having almost offensive wide receiver type ball skills. And those ball skills were certainly on full display that time.
The Broncos offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll start really in field goal territory already, but they're looking for more. Offense got it 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Nix. Oh, he puts another ball up for grabs, and this one's also intercepted. That's the safety, Percy Butler. And the Commanders are going to take possession.
Intercepted. The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
The Commanders' offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Throwing now, Daniel. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. A big play there for Washington. 33 yards.
And this is when it just gets very frustrating as a defense, because this is what it's been like all day. The pass rush is good, but just not quite good enough. They let him slip through, and he burns them with big yardage.
On 1st down, Daniel. He'll complete this one. That's Deebo Samuel. And he's close to another 1st down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
10 yards.
2nd and inches.
It's 2nd and inches at the 37-yard line.
19.
Daniels quick to Deebo. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 3.
Viking 18.
Off the play fake, here's Daniels. Escaping to his left. He's taken down just shy of the 10. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
Washington.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he'll take this one in. To Corey Merritt. Touchdown, Commanders. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Gay to add the PAT. The kick is good. And the Commanders are able to extend the advantage to 28-0.
Broncos nothing. Matt Gay to kick off for Washington.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. On the return, here's Mims. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Nix to throw.
Nix's pass complete to Marvin Mims. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and a couple. Dobbins going to get it now as we start the 4th. And he's going to have the 1st down. Mark him at the 45 and move the chains.
He was brought down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. Now it's Dobbins, and he's able to find a crease, get ahead for 7. It'll bring up 3rd down.
The tackle made at the
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
He'll try to run for it, and he will have a Broncos 1st down. He needed 2 and gained 6.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Broncos.
So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Play action now. It's Nix. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he'll get about 8 yards as he's ushered out of bounds. It'll set up 3rd down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Nick's gonna keep it on the zone read, but he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's gonna bring up 4th down.
At the 31.
Great work there defensively, Mike. You could tell they were onto that one from the start. They're able to hold him to a short gain on the keeper and force the 4th down.
The offense is out there, 4th and inches. Nick's gonna throw for it. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. The Commanders' offense getting set to get back to work. And a few kneel downs should do it here. Defensively, they do still have those 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Bronco 80. Ready, right?
Drive will start on the ground, and he's going to have the 1st down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here.
And the Washington 1st down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
They'll stay on the ground. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
It's a loss of a yard.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Let's go. 70.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
It's a gain of 6.
So it's a win here for the Commanders. They put together a complete football game as they finish this one in shutout fashion. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Commanders are winners as we say so long from just outside our nation's capital.